I'm at the entrance to a cave. I have no idea what the name of the cave is. I just happened to be in the neighborhood. Found it. Gonna look around. It's a short cave. Took me like 10 minutes to do the first lap. Shoot horizontal video. Now I'm gonna shoot my vertical video. So not the most interesting cave. It's just bare rock everywhere. Obviously a lava tube. Other than rat poo, don't really see any sign of life in here. Some moss. Well, you're basically looking at half the cave right now. That's how short it is. But you see the floor is a bit rough, so it takes me a couple minutes to get through. Something to do. It's Friday, so I'm gonna be going. Yeah, long story. Anyway. All right, look at the size of this room. I'm gonna turn up the light to 100% real quick so you see just how big it is. That's the way I'm gonna be going. Actually, I'm almost to the end already. And then over here, see the cave is a few dozen feet wide. Pretty big. This is the way I came through. Even there where the ceiling's obviously lower, I was still standing up. Pretty easy cave except for the floor. Oh well. Oh wow, I'm gonna turn the light back down to 30%. And then look at this, there's a moth on the wall there. The rock. Okay. Some caves have lots of moths, some don't. Even in the winter, there could be moths. I don't know if they officially hibernate or what, but yeah. Of course, there could also be really cool spiders in a cave too. So yeah, if you're afraid of bugs, you probably don't want to go caving. Like anywhere in the world. I really doubt there's anywhere in the world that doesn't have bugs, insects, or whatever inside the caves. If you can get in, bugs can get in. Man, some of these rocks are slippery. Holy cow. My boots are getting worn out too. Whoa. I just stepped on a rock. It probably weighed 100 pounds. Still teeter-tottered under my weight. Wow. Okay. I'm going to keep staying to the left to go clockwise. I'm just trying to find a rock that looks less slippery. But honestly, there's no way to know for sure until I step on it and see what happens. Oops. Notice on the floor there's a lot of like sand or mud on the floor. Sometimes it's just an annoyance, but other places there's actually formations in the sand. Let me show you this. See those holes? Those are like impact craters from water dripping from the ceiling. So try not to step on this stuff. I'm stepping on a rock right now. Because what'll happen is if you keep letting it do that, eventually you might see cool shapes in the sand. So it's better to just step on the rocks. Try to leave the sand alone. Luckily in this cave, there's plenty of rocks I could step on. So it's not like I need to step on the sand to get through. I keep joking, if I owned a cave like this, like to try to make money off tourists, I'd put in like a metal elevated catwalk so that people can see the cave and enjoy it, but they don't get the chance to trample the floor. And they don't have to worry about tripping, spraining their ankles or anything like that. Notice how the ceiling gets lower here. I'm standing on these rocks. The rocks are red, but they're covered with black stuff. Kind of cool. But definitely looks like a dead end. Of course, the floor is covered with loose rocks. I suppose if I owned this cave, I could dig out the rocks, see if there is actually a way through or not. For all I know, cave's 10 miles long. You just got to remove some of these rocks to get through. But yeah, this is public property, so don't mess with it. Wow. See how high up I am now. I'm in a pile of rocks. So if you imagine if this pile of rocks is 15 feet tall, what would happen if you removed it? Does the cave literally dead end? Would you be able to walk right through to more cave? Actually, I think I know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you. If you really care, I suggest you study a map and figure it out. The wall sure is interesting here. There's some loose rocks though, so be careful not to touch it. You don't want to pull a rock down on your head, or your pinky toe, or your funny bone. You know, I wonder if anybody's ever made a movie about funny bones. I mean, there's potential there for either a horror movie or a comedy. I mean, realistically, there isn't that much difference between horror and comedy. It's like, if you sympathize with the victim, it's a horror movie. If you don't sympathize with the victim, it's a comedy. That's really the only difference. But anyway, here's another view. Over there is this area that's like covered in mud and breakdown rock. Like I said, it's not really that impressive, but it's better than going to the beach, where the beach is all perfectly flat because, you know, the wind and the waves have been making it nice and flat. Interesting. Well, you gotta admit it's a little different. All right, well, see if I can head out of here now. Man, I do like the color of the rocks, though. I mean, it's not just one solid shade of gray. There's so much texture. I mean, it's not art. It's not pretty, but it's, I don't know, fascinating. Excuse me. Luckily, I'm shooting a 6K resolution, so it's coming out really good. Although it uses too much compression. My camera's shooting at a really low bit rate, so if I move it around, it actually comes out pretty blurry. It's kind of disappointing. And then YouTube only downsizes it to 4K. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're already missing like 1/3 of the pixels. If I had some decent video editing software, what I should do is clip it so that it's 16 by 9. Oh, wow, I gotta show you this. Hold on, I need a safe place to stand. Look at this rock. Look at the shape of the ripples. I've seen this before where it's usually wet. So I don't usually see where it's dry. You see the shape of the ripples here. This is cool. So it's kind of like if you go to Yellowstone National Park, you know how active it is, geysers and everything. But if you go to eastern Idaho, they have a similar park, but it's pretty much extinct. So it's like, imagine Yellowstone dead. That's what that Idaho place is like. So it's not as pretty, but it's safer because you can look around and see how it all works. So that's kind of what I was looking at there. This is the same thing while it's still wet. So you look up there. That's kind of what I was just looking at, but it's still wet, how it forms. So you get the best of both worlds. You get to see it pretty and you get to see how it works. Oh man, some of these rocks are slippery. Like I said, I'm wearing decent boots, but these rocks, I don't know, they must be covered in slime or something. Look at the ceiling there. Look at all the cool colors on the ceiling. Oh, let me turn the light up to 100% so you can actually appreciate it. Okay, there's 100% brightness for just a little bit. All right, so there's the way out. Okay, I got it back down to 40% brightness. Hopefully the light won't overheat. If the light overheats, it could shut off without warning. I really don't want to be walking through here, have the light shut off on me without warning. Might be a little too much fun even for me. I do have a backup lamp on my head. It's much dimmer. It's not a video light, it's just sort of a safety light. Man, look at the different colors on the ceiling though. Just a little bit pretty around here. Man, so many trip hazards on the floor though. Went for a good hike yesterday like this. A little harder. And wow. My legs were still sore this morning. Didn't want to miss my chance. We're getting close to the rainy season. I want to go out here and look around before get myself soaking wet just trying to walk 10 feet. Alrighty then. See if I can get up here. Wow, it smells out here. It's like musty or something. Okay, well, there we are. Here's the mystery cave.